The period. A dot with a lot of history. Hello, everyone. Today we're diving deep into one of the most used and most important punctuation marks in English, the period. Specifically, we're going to talk about the history of the period. You might be surprised to learn how much this tiny dot has to offer. The period, also known as the full stop in British English, has a history that dates back to the ancient Greeks. It was first used by a scholar named Aristophanes of Byzantium. However, its use was quite different back then. The period, called a stigma in Greek, was used to divide literary works into meaningful sections, almost like chapters or verses. It's quite fascinating how the context and usage of punctuation marks evolve over time. Fast forward to the Roman Empire. The Romans borrowed a lot from Greek culture, including the period. But the Romans called it the punctum, or point. They used it as we do now, to signal the end of a sentence. During the Middle Ages, the use of punctuation, including the period, became more systematized, but it was still not quite the period we know today. It often looked like a slash, or a dot placed mid-line. It wasn't until the invention of the printing press that the period began to take its modern form, a small dot at the baseline of the text. This is the form we all know and love today. In modern English, the period has a definitive role. It signals the end of a sentence. It is also used after abbreviations. The rules governing the use of the period have been largely stable for centuries, showing that this little dot has found its place in our language. And that's a wrap on the history of the period. This small but mighty punctuation mark has a fascinating past and plays a crucial role in the way we communicate today. I hope you've enjoyed this journey through time as we explored the evolution of the period. Remember, every dot at the end of a sentence has a story to tell. Happy learning, and keep punctuating your way to clear communication.